Castlevania. It's like a Halloween dress-up party, but more violent and less campy. Oh, who am I kidding? It's twice as campy. And among the stellar levels, awesome bosses, and phenomenal writing, the music is one of my favourite aspects, in particular the level themes. They reflect the gothicness and jazziness, the chiptune with a hint of medieval, all blended together in these mad but wonderful packages. Here are my 5 favourite companions to exploring the weird and wonderful levels of Castlevania. Eerie opening organ notes set the theme before the percussion begins, and the melody opens to solidify Top Floor from Castlevania Aria of Sorrow as an instant classic among the series' musical lineup. It plays in one of the final, largest and hardest areas, and where in the story many threads visited throughout the game begin to come into place. The melody fits thematically for its positioning both within the game and story. It's punchy and climactic, with this mood of dark mystery behind it as you start to learn the truth of this castle, and as the explosive finale of Soma's existential catastrophe begins to materialize. I always remember rushing through this segment even though there's no mechanical reason to do so, which is entirely down to the frantic rhythm of this theme. Extra props should also be given to how when entering this part of the castle early, this creates one of the clearest "I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet" moments of any Metroidvania style game, period. Top floor, top class, top theme. The song Tower of Dolls first appeared in Castlevania Chronicles and was also in Castlevania Judgment, but easily my favourite rendition was that in Order of Ecclesia, although I can't say I have particularly much to say about it. Order of Ecclesia was, I think, the most solid DS installment, soundtrack included, but even then, Tower of Dolls stands out as just ridiculously smooth and orgasmically beautiful. That thumping intro just gets my blood going, and when the theme begins proper, the time for shooting laser beams at skeletons' faces becomes forcibly nigh. The ascending and descending spiraling runs and rapid drums create this sense of chaos and disorder. It doesn't really fit the clock tower given it's one of the most rigidly structured areas, or the lead up to the fight with Death given he's also typically very calm and collected, but it's still a fantastic song which earns a place regardless. Great song, weird name. Wicked Child is my all-time favourite of the 8-bit Castlevania themes, runners-up being Heart of Fire, Clockwork and Vampire Killer, and just one of my favourite 8-bit themes in general. It's so inviting and upbeat, and probably also the catchiest melody of any song on the list. It's pretty incredible when you think about how very little technology the devs were working with here that they managed to create something so moody, dramatic and atmospheric. The simple harmony gives a sort of medieval feel, the offbeat drums provide a sense of motion, it's all very alive and soulful. On playthroughs of this game, I always looked forward to Stage 3, not for the silly abundance of cheap pitfalls, Medusa heads, stairways, and this dumb fucking difficulty spike, but simply for playing this song. It's a good song, and I like it muchly. Bloody Tears is a theme pumped through the Castlevania franchise. Being one of the only good things to come from Castlevania II Simon's Quest, it's become easily the series' most recognizable track, with remixes appearing in most of the subsequent installments. But in all the versions since 1987, I don't think we've had one yet to top the fabulous remix from Super Castlevania IV. It first lays out this thick texture, then kicks off that iconic melody, a reminder of the series' past success with all the power of the SNES soundboard, and Super Castlevania IV's eerie background noises to take it to the next level. The thunderous timpani section, the backing flute, that magnificent fucking organ. I adore this game's soundtrack, and this remix was such a lovely treat to build up hype for that final boss. And look, I respect your right to disagree with my choices or protest this list, but if you kneel for this anthem, you should be banned from the earth and thrown into the sun. What? Hey, did somebody say political satire? What about that Trump guy, eh? He's a pretty crazy character. Where you going? So long, Simon, make way for the new generation of funk. For our #1 entry today, we have the official theme of sliding backwards, Dracula's Castle. For smooth, addictive Castlevania gameplay, you can't do much better than Symphony of the Night, and for iconic music to match the awesome level design, you can scarcely do much better than Dracula's Castle. It breathes the soul of the franchise, this weird, ridiculous franchise that merges action, gothic horror, and B-movie tier ludicrous scenarios, and somehow works. It fits a gothic evil-infested castle with its grandeur and thick texture. It fits playing as a suave ghost-stabbing badass with its heavy electric guitars and fast rhythm. And it fits the hammy story with its over-the-top doubling of the orchestra midway through and cheesy sound effects. But it's more than just an appropriate song, it works on every level and just feels so good. Every time it plays, it gets me in the mood to delve further into the game, which is really the sign of something good. Castlevania Symphony of the Night, yo Castlevania, this symphony's aight. What do you mean too white to be a rapsmith? Fuck off, you miserable pile of scrotum sacks. Thanks for watching, everybody. A good enough way to end a video as any. Click on the cards for more Quick Music 5, more content, and more Castlevania. Spooktober, my dear friends, is only just beginning.